The artist Brian Froud has learned that fairies, like humans, are bound to nature. His work draws on this capacity for creation as well as destruction.
Traditionally, fairies blight things. They blight crops, they blight people. They cause problems. The fairies were blamed for the great potato famine in Ireland. Fairies were blamed for misshapen or sickly children. So man's always had this interesting and difficult relationship with fairies. I think nowadays people have the modern impression that fairies are all sweetness and light and pretty, but they are often dark and difficult. Now this one is a very bad fairy indeed. I think the less said about this one, the better. This fairy is the snagger and causes tears in clothes and rips people's stockings. And its other aspect just causes problems, snags in day-to-day working or in events. This is perfidious puka, fairy often found in Ireland and also in Scotland. And they are, like all fairies, shapeshifters, change shapes and turn into different things, often into animals. No, I can't prove to people that fairies exist. I mean, I believe that they do. I can only show a glimpse into my belief. My inspiration for fairies originally came from the landscape. Was from trees and from rocks, and my feeling that these things were alive and encompass spirit. I started to study folklore, really, I suppose, in a sense, and mythology, and as gradually as I got into it, I came sort of deeper and deeper and became more and more enthralled with the idea about real fairies. People often ask me, how do you see fairies? And I say, well, you don't see them through the eyes, you see them through your heart. And that took me a long time to learn, because I was always trying to see them through my eyes. Fairies are definitely very much of a realm. They're all interconnected and constantly flowing. Their energies are flowing from one space into another, and one dimension into another.
So there's such a thing as real fairies?
Of course there is. They live in those in-between states, between waking and dreaming, in the twilight between light and dark. They're being creatures and spiritual beings that human beings have lived with forever.